Hi everyone, welcome back to our Tea and Tarot All Signs reading for the month of December. If you are new, welcome. My name is Princess Leah. I'm an intuitive artist and healer, and I do my very best to channel from spirit with tarot through tarot the energies for the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and messages from spirit to the collective in hopes to heal the heart of the divine masculine, the sacred feminine, for the soul of mankind through conscious love. That is my goal and my mission here. And even though sometimes it might feel like a lost cause, because there's just so much that goes on in the human experience of love, of living, of healing, of communicating and feeling and sharing, understanding. So I am also here as a mere witness, as a fellow human, and spiritual. What is the cliche saying? Spiritual being having a human experience. We're all here, and so I have found it the joy to try and tap into the energies, and interpret what I'm seeing, what messages I'm hearing, what messages I see in the cards. And it's not to predict, it's not to, make any kind of prediction or diagnosis or any healing. This is to pull the energy that is already currently. That is my intention. That is the intention with these cards. So for the divine feminine, the divine masculine, from spirit, we all carry those energies within us. So just be sure to listen, whatever sign you're listening into. Let me go ahead and get into that before I keep on rambling on my soapbox. Tonight we're on our part 2 of our all signs. So we're going to be covering the signs of Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. And last week we covered Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, and Taurus. So if you want to listen back to any of those signs, you can listen back to the Tea and Tarot All Signs for December last week on my Tea and Tarot Tuesday playlist. Or we can, and it's all time stamped as well. So in the comments you can check the time for whichever sign you're wanting to. So I'm going to be time stamping tonight, so you can do the same for these. Welcome on everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that you're all here. Thanks for the likes, for the subscribes if you would like to be a part of my small vibe tribe as we are here. Yes, God is good, because that is our mission, to heal the heart of the divine feminine, the divine masculine, the sacred feminine, for the soul of mankind through conscious love. So yes, I concur. God is good all the time. All the time, God's good. Amen. Ashe. Namaste. So, I know that we're in December, guys. We're in our final month of 2025. This is our last Tea and Tarot Tuesday, all signs reading for December. I guess technically, because we're in part 2, because we did last week, was part 1. So if you are pinching yourself because we only have just a few more weeks left of this year, just take a moment, get your tea, and so we can get into what is the energy of this final month of 2025. 2025 is considered the year 9, which is a completion year. It is a coming into alignment with your fulfilled self, your highest self. It's releasing the year of the snake, the Chinese year of the snake, to shed the layers so that you can rise your energy, take your energy, your kundalini, to raise it into higher vibrational frequencies, closer to love, more aligned with love, in alignment with the love that we are, not closer to, but aligned with the love that we are. So, if you are sipping on your tea, if you have not seen any of my Tea and Tarot Tuesdays before and you're new, thank you so much for being here. Make sure you're hitting that like button. I like to sip on tea during my tea and tarot while we get into the tea, the energy. But I also handcraft my own tea from my Femrim's Apothecary. If you ever want to book a one-on-one tea and tarot soul session with me, you can. You'll get a 1 ounce loose leaf handcrafted tea, and that you can sip on. You can follow me over on my Instagram, Princess Leah 888. You can always message me there. Otherwise, let's get into all of this energy right now. Let's read this tea formation tonight for the collective. May this day be the day to lead us to peace, to happiness, and to joy. So that is our overall. This one is not my brewed tea. This is a yogi, in fact, tea. This is an ashwagandha, adaptogen, stress and immune, because I have been fighting a bug since Thanksgiving. Those who celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you have enjoyed your time with your familia, or your familia. And if you did not spend any time with your family for any reason in particular, I hope you still had a good day or a blessed day. I was resting and cuddling with my cat, and Netflix, because I had to quarantine basically, and felt like crap. But I'm grateful and thankful to have made it into December, and I'm grateful to have made it to Tea and Tarot Tuesday. So let's continue, shall we? Cheers. Last week was a big doozy of a week. I know that, and I'm not a professional astrologer, but I am an astrology enthusiast, knowing that Mercury has been in retrograde for the majority of November and went direct on the 29th, so just over the weekend. And so we have those couple weeks of post-shadow Mercury retrograde. Mercury is also in the sign of Scorpio right now, so there are a lot of deep, communicative, conscious, kind of telepathic thoughts, dreams, the way we communicate, the way we even transport information, all of that, our conscience, all of that is in the sign of Scorpio. That's all that Mercury rules, right? And Scorpio is very deep water, deep emotions, and so we also are coming up on our full moon in Gemini, which, starting with Gemini, our sign that we're going to be coming into, starting with tonight, that's actually quite perfect, because this full moon in Gemini is what the whole collective is in. So if you're tuning in, whether you have Gemini strongly in your chart, sun, moon, rising, or wherever, we are all feeling that full moon in Gemini energy pre-shadows right now, because the full moon will be on the 4th or 5th, wherever location. So right now it's in Taurus at the time of this reading, but we're still feeling the effects. Full moons are of completions. So this is our final full moon in our final month of the year, and of the year 9 of the final year of completions. We're shedding so much about ourselves. We're shedding so much about who is no longer able to move into the versions of ourselves, into our highest timeline. Um, and so these are the last debris of things that are being closed. What are the final closures, the final doors, the final windows, things? You know, it's almost like when you're going out on a trip, and I'm just like seeing people packing up, and you know, you're before you leave the house, you make sure all the doors are locked, you make sure all the outlets are unplugged, you make sure that, you know, that way you don't have any kind of like windows are closed, so in case of a storm, you know, like any kind of thing. That's the kind of feeling that it feels right now with December. It felt like November was a doozy, so deep, such dark, deep energy, emotions, that again, that deep emotional bottom of the ocean emotions, childhood, inner child, familial, romantic, the sheddings, the layers were coming up more and more because we're getting to the bottom. We're scraping at the bottom of the ocean to make sure we can clear out the debris of the all that is no longer a part of us, of our timeline, of our the frequency that we want to hold. If you understand what that, you know, what I'm picking up, like what I'm putting down. You know, if we are wanting to be at a certain frequency, if we want to hold certain frequency of love, we have to let go and shed the frequencies that are less than love, the frequencies of fear, the frequencies of doubt, the frequencies of shame and guilt and insecurity. We have to let go. We have to work on what are the things that are preventing us to do that. Are there still inner child, you know, wounds that need to be worked on? I know I told you I was going to get into Gemini. We're going to start our reading, and we're at 12 minutes and I haven't started, but this is a message that someone needs to hear. This is a message for the collective, for you Gemini as well. But what is it that's being released? What are the last little bits that are being released right now in this full moon in Gemini? So I'm shuffling for the Divine Feminine with the Modern Goddess Tarot for Gemini Divine Feminine. Let's go ahead and get started because we've been chatting long enough, and Seven of Cups just flew out right next to me. And the Five of Wands reversed at the bottom of the deck. Seven of Cups. I love that the Seven of Cups came out for the Divine Feminine, because the Seven of Cups came out for the Daily Divine for December, and my sound was had gotten interfered when I was pulling those cards. So Divine Feminine, there might be a message within the first 45 minutes of the chat that might also be because resonating with you from the Daily Divine. If you want to go back and listen to December's message from Spirit, you can look at the Daily Divine message from Spirit playlist. Otherwise, Seven of Cups, Five of Wands, the bottom of the deck. You know, you, Gemini Divine Feminine, you are really contemplating the options that you can go. There might be different opportunities that you're meditating on for this month of December. You may have a lot of opportunities coming through. You may be asked to be in a lot of different pots. And it is that hustle and bustle, you know, grind time for the holidays. So maybe that's something that with the bottom of the deck, there's a lot of competition that you might be feeling to prove or showcase your work, your art, your craft. You know, this is, again, holiday season, so there might be a lot of like expos, holiday boutiques. And for some of you, maybe it's something that you've always loved to do in your childhood that you're not doing that, but maybe you're feeling a little bit of competition or comparison with your craft. And that's why you're asking yourself, well, which one, which craft, which talent, which gift do I offer? Which one's going to prove my worth, my value? Which one's going to be the best bang for my buck? Maybe you're also out, you know, Christmas shopping, holiday shopping, gift shopping for people, and you're also just wanting to make sure. Because, again, you're wanting to, you don't want to stumble upon any kind of conflict, maybe feel a little conflicted right now of what to get. That's a little bit more surface level for you, Gemini, Divine Feminine, and this is very general, but surface level for you, Divine Feminine, Gemini, you are battling, whether it's within your own self, all of the options, all of the all of the competitions, maybe you're fighting for a specific cup, a specific position, hoping for a bonus, a promotion. That could be something financially, but I'm hearing just Gemini, Divine Feminine, whatever the case is, go within and trust in the best way to go up against any kind of competition is to, I'm hearing, is to trust in the value, trust in what it is that you know what you know to offer, the value that you have carried within yourself, and be able to give and reciprocate that healthily, if that makes any sense for you, if that resonates at all for you. Take it as it does, Gemini. Divine Feminine. So let's go into Divine Masculine, Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, wherever Gemini is in your chart. Maybe you've been feeling kind of resistant to your craft, because I know I've been kind of resistant to my craft lately. I feel like I have been really diligent the last couple of years, really, in love, infatuated, obsessed with tarot, with my tea, with all these different things. And right now, in the last year, it has been kind of shifting and changing. The enthusiasm is different, and the directions, and even how I want to present it, and in doing so, is all shifting internally right now, because internally, spiritually, we are going through such big transformations. So maybe you're feeling that way too, Divine Masculine, Gemini. So let's make sure. Did these get? Okay, no. I thought they got all messed up. That one wants to go through? Okay, let's see who you are. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, and the 9 of Wands. Gemini, Divine Masculine. You have this. Yeah, you have a month of coldness, blockage. Maybe you actually, and maybe because of this reverse, for some of you, this is going to be for some of you, not for everyone, but for some of you, this 5 of Pentacles is actually something for you, Gemini Masculine, where you're actually being welcomed back in, is what I'm hearing for someone, because you have been on such a long, arduous journey. Look at this. You have been going through it. You have the 9 of Wands, the 8 of Cups, the 10 of Swords. Gemini Masculine, you have been going there. You've been walking away from things that have no longer served you. This has been quite the year for you. In this month of December, you are this wounded warrior, though. You're still standing, no matter how long, no matter how battered, broken, bruised, no matter how many lonely nights you've walked on your own, you are still standing. You still have something to say. And you're being welcomed back in. You're not taking no for an answer is what I'm hearing. You're saying, let me back in. I have something to say. And you're being welcomed back in. You're recognizing that I was going to say the glass is half full instead of half empty. You're shifting your perspective now that you've gone through so much burden is what I'm hearing, battles, so many things, that it has changed your perspective, Gemini masculine, to recognize. It's changed your perspective to see the glass being half full instead of half empty, that you don't have to live in lack and scarcity and fear. You can hold space for abundance and you can shift. So that's what you're shifting out of. You're shifting away from battling all of the things that have been so detrimental to your health, to your wellness. And this month, you're going to be tired, but some doors are opening. When one door closes, a million windows open, okay? So I hope that helps. You're very welcome. Welcome on everyone who is joining. And let's see what some messages from Spirit says for you, Gemini. Let's see what messages for you, Spirit. From Spirit for you, Gemini. Wherever Gemini is, we're all in this Gemini full moon coming up in a couple of days. Energy right now. So if this energy matches for you, regardless of where Gemini's in your chart, we all have a third house. And we all have masculine and feminine energy within us. So may this resonate for those who need. Another 8 of Cups I see at the bottom of the deck. Spirit, 3 of Crystals, 8 of Cups. Spirit is saying it's okay to ask for help if you need at this time, Gemini. And that makes sense because if you are fighting, if you're out in the cold, if you're walking away, if you're closing out, if you're closing doors or if doors are closing on you, then you might be a little bit of, you may have a little bit, have to be a little bit more creative with your resources this month of December. And that could be of how you gift, how you are giving, how you are, again, showing up. Because the 8 of Cups here with Spirit showing for the collective, there are things that you are still walking away from. There are ways that you don't want to show up in this world anymore. You want to be. You want a different kind of respect, Gemini. You want a different kind of authority over your life. And that is why this is such a big time for you to trust in yourself, trust in the abundance and the growth that is coming, trust in the shift that is happening, and also trust in the support that is around you too. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for advice or ask for support, however that may look. I'm going to grab the T formations so that we can do our positive T formations. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a T in Tarot Tuesday All Signs reading. So for the month of December for you, our last T in Tarot message for you, Gemini, for the month of month of December. Live fully. Live fully. Let this last month fill you. Live it to its fullest. That's why that 5 of Pentacles was in reverse. It's shifting. That's what's shifting. Okay? I hope that helps, Gemini. Let's go ahead and move on to Cancer. 23. Cancer, Divine Feminine. Sun, Moon, Rising. Cancer, Divine Feminine. What is the strongest message for the month of December for Cancer? Spirit, thank you. Hermit reverse is trying to show up. One card. This one. Another one. Okay. We have Judgment. Cancer, Divine Feminine. And the Crone of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Judgment Day. When it's Judgment Day. Okay? Judgment Day, you are standing up for your something, standing up for your rights, standing up for your heart, standing up for your hopes, your dreams, your love. You're standing up for a change. Yes, with the snake on her chest. For that year of the snake, the kundalini is rising, the energy is rising to a higher frequency, into more love, into more hope, into more joy and bliss. And it's a transformation, because this is the judgment. This is the time, Cancer feminine, where you are reflecting on everything. Look, we have the Crone of Wands and the Crone of Pentacles in the Modern Goddess deck right now. That's the equivalent of the King. You are standing in your crone, your wise journey, looking back. Whatever you just completed, it's almost like you are looking at this month and you're looking and reflecting on all of 2025. And you're looking at all of the journey, the steps that you had to come upon, stumble upon, the Empress showing up that you had to tap into, that you had to learn how the power of attraction, the law of attraction, the law of abundance, the law of trust. And now you're tapping into the wisdom, all that you have learned, all the abundance that you have gathered and are continuing to plant for well after you leave this earth plane. It hasn't been an easy journey, but you're looking back. Whether you feel yourself as a crone, Cancer, Divine Feminine, maybe you feel like you have learned a lot. Maybe you feel like you have aged and have a lot of experience, life experience to share. And that's that's why the amount of judgment that you're having, the amount of transformation that you're having this month is taking a big toll, because it's like this huge aha moment where you reflect on everything from this journey of the last of the year 9. Who you had to leave behind, who you had to stop allowing, enabling within yourself, so that you could shine and grow, so that you can move and again reclaim your power. So that's really beautiful, Cancer, Divine Feminine. I hope that helps. That is a beautiful energy, beautiful, strong energy for the month of December, Divine Feminine Cancer. So let's see what the energy is for Divine Masculine Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, wherever Cancer's in your chart. Divine Masculine. What is strongest energy for December? We have, so 6 of Pentacles are showing. One card. Let's just take this top card. So we have the Queen of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups in reverse. I'm just going to take this top one. 5 of Cups, interesting, is under that. And they're in reverse. So what is sticking out to me immediately is how the 2 of Cups in reverse with the 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is the card of grief, of healing, of loss. And you see how he is sulking over, grieving over the loss of these 3 cups, the spillage of these 3 cups. I'm hearing the failures of these 3 cups. These could be opportunities job-wise, relationships, friendships, whatever the case may be. But if you also see, his back is turned to these 2 cups over here. And those 2 cups could represent these 2 cups here, which is considered soul contract, which is considered partnership. But with this being in reverse, Cancer, Divine Masculine, it's almost as though you are, Spirit is gonna, I'm gonna say it a little bit sternly. It's almost as though you are more devoted to like focusing on these spilled cups than you are than you are to look at and shift your perspective, or to turn and shift your angle to look at the two standing cups, the partnership that is in store for you, that is standing and waiting for you. It's like you are so focused here in the grieving process, and that is not a judgment or a knock, because we all need to grieve in our own ways, and it takes however long it takes, and it's not any for anyone else to say how long it takes. And so right now you might be in this space where you can only fixate on what's not working, what has failed, what, because that is what you need to process through. That's what you need to reflect on. The partnership that didn't work, the partnership that is being released for this full moon in Gemini. Gemini is also considered the twins. Gemini is the twins considered, and so the Lover's card is the major arcana. The Two of Cups is the minor arcana of the Lover's card. So this is a soul contract that is coming to its completion, and I'm not. It could be a karmic contract, but I'm not hearing it doesn't feel like karmic contract as much as it just feels like a soul contract, where you and another counterpart, divine counterpart soul, you agreed to a particular journey, to see each other, to meet each other, to be with each other, to find each other, to complete not each other, but a mission, it could be a cycle, it could be a karmic lesson, it could be something from past lifetimes, timelines, if you believe in that. Maybe you came back to this particular present current moment in this timeline, in this lifetime, in this human body, to find your partner, the soul counterpart, soul mate, you could say, whatever, divine counterpart, whatever you want to say, call it, twin flame, whatever you want to call it, to continue a mission that needs to, I guess, finish its business. So there is some unfinished business is what I'm hearing for you, Cancer, divine masculine, kind of specific, but with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse as well, this could have been a divorce because of money issues. This could have been, a fallen business because money issues within the partnership, a scandal. I'm just the messenger here, but take it as it resonates. But right now you need to focus on your footing, Cancer, divine masculine. I'm hearing you need to focus on getting your footing back underneath you, and also getting the stability back into your own physical self, getting grounded. Maybe you have lost feeling like you have lost a little bit of grounding from this connection, and or breakup, or separation. And so right now you just really, December is a good time for you to really get back into your body, get back to the ground, get back to earth, get back to center, get back to the middle, to the core. Yeah. So maybe if it shook you up a little bit, reflect, contemplate on it, see how you can learn the valuable lessons you learned from that connection, and what are the lessons what it was supposed to teach you as best as you can. Spirit, let's see what Spirit has to say for you. We have the Seven of Cups coming out for you, Cancer, and the Eight of Crystals. So this is really similar to to the cards that came out for my daily divine messages for the month of December, messages from Spirit. So if you want to take a look at that, it's in my playlist. The Seven of Cups and Eight of Crystals both came out as well. Those might have additional messages if you want to take a look, if you feel called. But otherwise, Cancer, collective, Seven of Cups, Eight of Crystals. You are wanting to, you're taking steps, 7 and 8, and it might feel like baby steps, but one step at a time, okay? No need to rush because you are learning. I'm hearing the Jordan Sparks, one step at a time, no need to rush. It's like learning to fly or falling in love, okay? It's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen. So keep doing your best to take the next steps, to take one step in front of the other, Cancer. Keep doing your best to do the work. You might be, look at the Ten of Crystals underneath that. You're working. Yeah, this is in that same, this was also in that Daily Divine, so maybe there's some additionals. Well, like I said, the actual card reading got muted. So maybe this was for you, Cancer. The Eight of Crystals and the Ten of Crystals. You are working on your legacy. You're working on a business that's going to last well beyond your years here. You're working on something that is going to, it could be a family that you're working on building, a legacy of family, of children, of partnership. Maybe you're working on clearing, cleaning, clearing cycles, ending family cycles. This could be cycles of poverty, so you can move into cycles of abundance for your family that you've been working on. Trying to give, abundance to your family. Maybe And so you're looking at all these opportunities. This could be different job opportunities that are on their way for you, that Spirit is going to be offering for you to focus on for this month of December. Job opportunities, all different. It could be love opportunities. It could be, just all different kinds of opportunities to get your feet back under you, to get your pentacles back up, to really help you with shifting your focus off of these spilled cups of what didn't work, and help you remember, help you find, the values of holding close all the lessons that come from things that don't work out and things that do work out. So I hope that helps. Let's get your T formation, Cancer. All right, so we have T formation for you for December. Cancer, your greatest strength is love. That's really beautiful. So Cancer, your greatest strength is love. That's what you need to stand up for. That's what you're standing up for. That's what you're raising your vibrational frequency to align with. So don't forget about that. That's beautiful. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to move now into Leo. I don't know why I heard happy birthday, Leo, so maybe there's a birthday that might be coming up for, I guess you wouldn't be a Leo unless you are a Leo moon or the rising, I don't know, or maybe your name's Leo, I don't know. Either way, that's for someone. But Leo, divine feminine, what is the strongest energy for you the month of December? Strongest energy for the month of December for Leo, the moon. Leo, divine feminine. And Seven of Cups wants to come back out. And the Eight of Wands. So Seven of Cups has been wanting to come out a lot tonight. Maybe Gemini, divine feminine. You might have some Leo in your chart. Or you might have some Gemini in your chart, divine feminine. But with the Seven of Cups coming out again, and then the Eight of Wands here at the bottom of the deck, You got some steps that you're taking as well. 7 and 8 with the strength card of that underneath that. So the month of December, a lot of options that you are ready to take some action on, Divine Feminine, Leo, and you will have, you got your own card coming out to confirm that you are going to be tapping into your Leo strength and your infinite abundance. You're going to be understanding the importance of gentle strength, but also intentional action. Okay, so write that down. Leo, Divine Feminine. That's what's going to help you with, finding the best choices with all these opportunities that are coming up for you, that are going to be presenting themselves for you, Divine Feminine, Leo. Gentle strength, tapping into the gentle strength and the intentional choices that you'll be making. So, Divine Masculine, Leo, you have the Ten of Swords in reverse with the Emperor here in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So, completion. You are ending a cycle. You're ready to begin and start something new. You're trying to tap into your Divine Masculine here. In reverse, maybe you're having some power struggles right now with authority, with choices, with decisions, with leadership, maybe on the structure of how to run an organization or an operation. But maybe that's why you have this Ten of Swords in the reverse. You are completing the cycle of things that have gone wrong, that have been destructive and have destroyed you over time, deceitful, things that just have not worked in your operation as a leader. So maybe that's what's happening, is you're recognizing, Leo, Divine Masculine, you're recognizing, in order for me to be a better emperor, in order for me to be a better ruler, you might have some Aries in your chart with the Emperor and the Fool card coming out. But you're recognizing, in order for me to be the best leader, I have to take the risks. I have to take the leaps of faith. I have to do what I know is best, but I also have to let go of the things that are not best practices for my tribe, my people, my job, my team, my family. So whatever that month of December, or whatever is coming up for the month of December for you, Leo Masculine, you're going to be looking at, I'm ready. I can't carry on these kind of practices, these kind of habits, patterns, these kind of cycles, in the workforce, at the workplace. Maybe there's just some, bad habits coming on. I don't know, people getting lazy, coming in late. I don't know. Take that as it resonates. It's for someone. But you're also trying to think outside the box and take some new direction. Take a leap of faith. Maybe you're wanting to move your company or your job or your business or your family into a new direction, a new region, and for some. And that takes a lot of faith and a lot of trust. So with that, Leo, you have the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords. You got a lot of clarity that is on your side, a lot of divine clarity that is helping you find that discernment within your head and your heart to know what is the most smart decision, what is the most effective and the most intentional, what's, with my choices. So I can lead in the best way. Release the fear of making the wrong choice and being a wrong leader is what I'm hearing. Because that Ace of Swords, Spirit is on your side, Leo, okay, collective. You are going to be coming into some good divine clarity, some options, something that's going to cut either itself out make it clear, an answer that's going to make it crystal clear. Let's see what the affirmation is. The T formation for December. Lift up others with your peaceful presence. Okay. So that can be some good advice from Spirit for those who might need to hear it, Leo, and around, people in your field, in your collective. Lift up others with your peaceful presence. Hope that helps. Let's go on to Virgo. Okay, Virgo, Divine Feminine. Sun, Moon, or Rising. I didn't want to shuffle, so maybe you feel like you're getting stuck. Maybe you feel a little bit stuck when you start getting things moving. So, Virgo, Divine Feminine. Okay, Page of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles. All right, so some growing up is what I'm hearing from Page to Queen. Maybe you feel like you've done some fast growing up. Virgo, Divine Feminine, to the Six of Pentacles. Definitely some growing up. I'm and very, very much in the physical realm. This could be, maybe you also had some fast growing physically. You maybe feel like things like you literally just like grew to 10 inches, it feels, a growth spurt, or your size has changed, fluctuated. Maybe it just seems like things have gone by so fast. I mean, we are already in the final month of the year. It feels like time has changed. Maybe you feel like at the top of the year you were just a page, and now in December you are showing up as the queen. You have matured, you have grown, you have learned the I'm hearing the lessons in the mysteries, the wisdoms within reciprocity, give and take, offer and receive. You have learned how to give your gifts to those who are worthy of receiving it and are able to receive it. You're learning how to cherish and harvest the fruits of your labor with gratitude and grace. Interesting, because now I just got a little bit nauseous, queasy in my stomach. Maybe you are growing a child, Divine Feminine, Virgo. You are growing abundance, wealth, and it could be an actual child and a physical child. It could also be, wealth, growing your wealth. Maybe that's what you're focusing on right now this month of December. But you've definitely, it's a very, very abundant and lavish energy for you, Virgo, Divine Feminine. So let's see what Virgo, Divine Masculine energy is and see if it's any similar or any different. Divine Masculine, you have the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck here. Wants to stay out. Okay, beautiful, with a Knight of Wands. Okay, so December, Divine Masculine, Virgo, there's going to be some contracts that are going to be coming online. This could be signing new contracts, job-wise, car-wise, home-wise. Maybe you're moving. This could be signing marital contracts. Maybe you're coming into a new partnership, a more committed. Maybe you're going to be moving into a more committed partnership this month, Virgo, making a decision to do that. Something that you are passionate about. You are wanting to offer something this month with the Knight of Wands, something that is very, very passionate for you. Ace of Swords, you've been asking for clarity You've been asking for help. You've been asking for signs. You've been asking for your ships to come out. You've been asking for justice. Virgo, divine masculine. And this month you're going to find some peace. You're going to be blessed with some kind of peace. Peace within yourself, internal tranquility, the Om symbol, the seventh chakra of your crown, coming into your whole self, your wholeness, peace within who you are and how all things are. So something's going to fall upon you. Peace is going to fall upon you, but an answer, a clarity, a decision, something you're very passionate about, Virgo, divine masculine. You are ready to commit. You're ready to come into that committed. You're ready to commit to that and take it to the next. I'm hearing take it to the next level. All right, so let's see what Spirit says. Two of Cups. So this could be in a relationship, in a partnership, a soul partnership that is going to the next level for some of you, Virgo. We have the Three of Cups in reverse that did want to come out, however, and the Queen of Cups in the bottom of the deck. So there's some gossip that Spirit is really wanting to get you out of, is what I'm hearing, break you free from. Maybe you're the one that is participating in some gossip about yourself or other people or your partnerships, or maybe other people are gossiping about your partnerships. It could be this ordained partnership that is blessed and ordained in the spirit realm, is what I'm hearing. Don't let the month of December gossip take you out of compassion for what it is that your heart truly loves and wants. Make sure that you continue to check into what really you value. What is it that you do truly value? What is it that you do truly want? What is it that, despite what other people might say, you should do, Virgo? Spirit is saying, what do you want to do? I know that last month you had a lot of hard decisions, third-party decisions that were interfering, things like that. So I know that it hasn't been an easy couple of months, Virgo. And you're in the South Node in Virgo as a collective, and that is our karmic, healing. That is clearing, our past. And, learning that things don't always have to be perfect in order for them to be beautiful and be yours, right? They don't have to be perfect in order to be. So your T formation, Virgo, for December is smiling is the most basic kind of peace work. So maybe for the month of December, Virgo, the best way that you can, feminine, masculine, the best way that you can continue to grow and glow and rise and thrive, exchange and balance and harmonize and reciprocate is to smile, to keep smiling. The most basic kind of peace work is to just smile through the pain and sorrow. Smile, then maybe tomorrow. Smile through the gossip. Smile through what other people are trying to talk about. Smile through, the arguments. Smile through the confusion as best as you can. You don't always have to smile. But it might change for a while if you just smile. So I hope that helps, Virgo. We'll move on to my Libras. And Libra, divine feminine, divine masculine. We are almost done with our final, last Tea and Tarot all signs reading for 2025. We have Libra and Scorpio left so far. We've done Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. All timestamp. So check the comments. Thanks for being here, for liking and subscribing. Always appreciate that. I'm glad that we all have made it through this year. We made it through Turkey Day, Spooky Day, and now we're getting ready to move into our most wonderful time of the year. And keep on keeping on. Just keep on doing your best. I know. I love you guys so much. It has not been easy. Look at that. Look at that, Libra, Divine Feminine. I know somebody's saying it has not been easy, but you are learning to lay all your knives down. You're surrendering. You see how she's got the flower in her hand, surrendering. Let me try to get that. There we go. Focus. Surrendering to the cycles that are ending, that are completing, surrendering to the choices that are needing to be made, surrendering to the resistance that you've been having, surrendering to faith and not sight. Libra, Divine Feminine. Whatever choices, whatever completions, yeah, lots of swords energy, all air, all mental. 6 of Swords under the 2 of Swords with the 10 of Swords as your strongest energy for the month of December. This is the completion. This is the final countdown. And you're ready. You're choosing. You're what you don't see for December is that a decision is going to lead you to move, to get out of Dodge, to get out of the confusion, move into new territory, new clarity. So let's see, Divine Masculine. You have the Lovers card here at the bottom of the deck. Libra. For December. Okay, and the Moon card that wanted to, those did not. The 10 of Cups that wants to show up here at the bottom of the deck for you, Libra, Divine Masculine. I'm going to take this card that wanted to flop out with the Moon, which was Temperance, and 10 of Cups. I'm going to put Temperance on top of the 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. We're going to just keep Moon for the strongest energy for you, Libra, Divine Masculine, for the month of December. You are learning how to balance these big emotions that are happening, Libra. You got a lot of big emotions. Talking to the moon. You are trying to figure out how to balance these emotions. You're trying to figure out how to temper your emotions. You're trying not to have temper tantrums because what you really, really want, what you don't see coming, is that this beautiful 10 of Cups, Divine Masculine or Divine Feminine, you got the 10 of Swords, Divine Masculine, you have the 10 of Cups. There is, and this could be within yourself. This could be the transformation within yourself, the completion of all of the betrayal, deceit, so you can move into the cycle of abundance, of love, of fulfillment, of happily ever after, of the joy that you have been wishing and attracting and howling, talking to the moon about, praying to God, to Source, about, that you have been doing your magic for. Learning how to temper, learning how to balance, learning how to alchemize and transmute all of this big emotions, depressive energy, and deeply, deeply intuitive, emotional energy so that it can turn into a balanced, abundant fulfillment of, you know, fill in the blank of what that is for you. What is your happily ever after, Libra, divine masculine? So let's see what Spirit has to say for you. Knight of Crystals, Libra. Knight of Crystals, Knight of Pentacles. And the Three of Crystals. Awakening here at the bottom of the deck. Beautiful, Libra. You're not just talking to the moon. You're talking to Spirit. You're talking to your guides. You're talking to, you know, and you might think that you're talking to the moon. You might think you are just howling, crying up at the moon. But really, you're speaking to Spirit. You're speaking to your guides. You're speaking to your higher self. And you don't realize that what's actually happening is it's actually awakening you to talk more to your guides. It's awakening a strength within you. Two of Cups underneath, the Strength card. It's awakening the strength within you to trust in the flow of this divine desire, prayer, partnership, miracle. So don't give up. Have compassion, have grace. Spirit is saying, keep asking for the right help. Keep asking for the right resources. Keep asking for the right energy, Libra. Spirit says in your final T formation for the month of December, Spirit or Libra, give to others and give to yourself the same attention. Okay, Libra? I hope that helps. Give to others and give to yourself the same attention. Happy holidays to all of you. Whatever it is that you do celebrate, if you do at all, may you have a blessed completion of a year and intro into the new year. Let's move into our final sign of the evening, which is Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's start with the Divine Feminine. Thank you all so much for being here. If you haven't already, hit that like button on your way out or in. If you want to be a part of our tiny, small vibe tribe as we're continuing to heal the heart of the Divine Masculine, the Sacred Feminine for the soul of mankind. Through conscious love, that's what we're trying to do here with these all signs readings. That's what we're trying to do. Give a little bit of clarity, a little bit of energy, comprehension, a little bit of advice, a little bit of positive, encouraging messages from Spirit. All right, so that's why, because we got the Devil card out here for you, Scorpio, Divine Feminine. What kind of positive messages do we need to hear around that? What kind of chains are you breaking? Tower moment here. We have Three of Wands that wanted to come out and the Eight of Pentacles, but I'm just going to take this top one and put the Eight of Pentacles on top of the Tower. You are on a journey. You're trusting in wherever it is that you're being taken. You got Dora the Explorer with her backpack, trusting in the miracles in the background, trusting that somewhere over the rainbow, your dreams are coming true, are manifesting. That all that you have been working on, Scorpio, Divine Feminine, that all that you have been pouring into, investing into, working towards, whether it's your craft, your business, whether it's your health, your mental health, your physical health, whether it's your finances, you're going on a journey. This could be an entrepreneurial journey. This could just be a eat, pray, love journey around the world, self-love, finding me, because There was an aha moment. Yes, look. This is a Miley Cyrus, I can buy myself flowers energy right now. Whatever it is that took you out, and it may have already taken you out, Scorpio Divine Feminine, or it may not, it may be on its way for December. But prepare yourself, because this is what you don't see coming. So, like I said, it may have already happened for some. But there's a breakup, a heartbreak, something that has been devastating, that's been really painful, that you're moving through, experiencing through, have been or will experience through the month of December. But what it's doing is it's giving you this strength to remind you to not give up on your dreams, to not give up on what it is that you have been already moving towards, working towards, even if it's not clear where the path is in front of you, even if the path is not clear. Scorpio Divine Feminine, don't give up. Keep working hard. Keep working hard at your craft, at your passion. Don't stop. Believe in, hold on to that feeling. Hold your vision. That's what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing. Okay, so I hope that helps, Scorpio Divine Feminine. Scorpio Divine Masculine, you got the Knight of Pentacles here for the month of December. The Knight of Pentacles with the Page of Pentacles and the World card at the bottom. I love this World card. It's so beautiful. And the Sun card. Look how beautiful these cards are. You are walking away. Look at this. You are coming into new bliss, a new cycle. Whatever you walked away from this year, Scorpio Divine Masculine, whatever you walked away from, whatever arguments, whatever fighting, whatever things you had to cut out that you trusted in Divine to help you cut out, it's bringing you a whole new sense of bliss, joy, a whole new world of bliss and joy and clarity and light and fun and excitement and just this innocent adventure. This Page of Pentacles, this is something that you have been, holding on to since you were a child. This childhood and giddy excitement, this rarity of the blessings and beauty and abundance that's coming through. You might have Scorpio, you're a fixed water sign. And so the other fixed signs in the world card shows up as well. Leo, Taurus, Aquarius. So maybe any of those might also be in your chart. I look down and I see the Akashic records. So Scorpio, you're tapping into some really, really deep ancient wisdom within you. That's what is the rare find that you're finding. Something that is deeply hidden and buried within you. That's going to be bringing you so much joy. It could be an idea. It could just be a belief system that's like, I did not realize that all I had to do was just like believe this particular thing. Shift my belief to this. That I can do this. That I'm meant to do this. That, I'm made for this. That this opportunity is possible for me. And then the doors just start opening up for you. That could be the cycle that you're coming into, the whole that changes your entire world. Shift your perspective, shift your life. Why do they say change your perspective, change your life? So Spirit is saying trust, be cautious, be careful, listen to what it is that you value, and merge in this full moon coming up. Merge with temperance, the balance, harmony. Merge into union with your highest self, with your higher self, with your divine, with your feminine and masculine self, with the creative, emotional, sensual, and proactive productive, birthing self. Bring all of that intuition into fruition this month of December, Scorpio. Okay? Yeah, balance it out. Alchemize this Ten of Wands underneath the Temperance card. Alchemize whatever bullshit that tries to come up, because you don't got time for the little things. You're moving into different territory. You're onto different territory. You're leveling up. Okay, Scorpio, that's really cute. And your T formation here, final T formation of the year, guys. Gratitude leads to love. I am so grateful for this whole year, for all of the blessings and lessons, the friendships and the closures, the new people that I met, and everyone that came in, entered, and exited. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to not have given up and to still continue to show up even when it has been really tough for me as a personal human being. I'm grateful that you all have shown up and have supported this channel and my works and my mission. And I'm grateful for all the new subscribers that have joined my small vibe tribe over the last year, and continues to allow me to share more of this message that Spirit wants me to share. I don't know what I'm doing here other than just speaking words that are coming through me in hopes that it makes sense to someone and it helps them feel a little bit better as well in their day, or gives them a little bit more of insight. I listen back to these messages myself for my own personal journeys to see what and how they portray for and resonate in my own life. And I encourage you to do the same if that's something you want to do. And if they do resonate, great. And if not, that's okay too. But I appreciate that you are here. Thank you for that. Gratitude leading to love. That's what's going to move you on this journey. That's what's going to merge you. All leads to love. So with that said, this completes our final... I know I'm not even dressed up, guys. Like I said, I have been fighting. I have been sick since Thanksgiving Day. I'm literally in my sweats. I didn't even change when I got home from work. Oh my gosh, I'm still in my, I'm just here. At least I'm here, okay? Back in the day, once upon a time, I would not have shown up until I had an outfit where I looked cute and felt cute, because we're closing out the final message. That would have been really important for me. Not saying that how I show up doesn't matter. I mean, I put a little lip gloss on. I put some earrings on. But that shows my growth as well in terms of showing up regardless of whether I am perfect or 100%, just showing up even when I'm 40% and giving my best and allowing my best to change every day, and allowing myself to heal and learn and make mistakes and continue to learn every single day. That is the beauty of the human experience. It's not always going to be fun. It's not always going to feel good. It's not always going to go the way that we want it to go. But if anything that this year has taught us, the year of the snake, it's to learn to shed and release everything that is not in alignment with who we are expanding into. So, really beautifully shared. Thank you. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful December. and holiday and a blessed holiday celebration and a blessed entrance into the new year. If you would like to stay notified whenever I go live or have any other kind of, things that I share or post, I usually around this time do a 21-day soul cleansing journey that's been kind of nagging at me a little bit. So we'll see if I get that back out for the last few weeks. Stay tuned, hit the notification bell when you subscribe so that you can know when I'm going live for anything coming up, okay? So until next time, my beautiful beloveds, we'll see what Spirit has in store. We'll see what 2026 has in store for me on this channel. I have no idea what is to come. So we will see. But I do know that things are changing. I do know that things are not going to be the same as they have been the last couple of years with the Daily Divines and the Tea and Tarot Tuesdays. So keep on being a part of this vibe tribe and ride this journey with me, and we'll see where it takes us as, again, trying to heal the heart of the divine masculine, the sacred feminine for the soul of mankind through conscious love. Okay, I'll stop talking. Peace and love. Namaste. Happy December. God bless. Happy New Year. Amen. Ashe. Namaste.